Main man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. Now that the allure and the whole excitement of the Gennady Golovkin fight is gone, reality will start to set in for Kell Brook. Kell Brook has now put himself in a situation where if he goes back down to 147, where he is world champion and he has the IBF title, he will have to face his mandatory in the dynamic Earl Spence. That will be a hell of a fight. Looking at how Kell Brook has taken the punches of Gennady Golovkin, I don't think Kell Brook's chin is questioned right now. But Earl Spence is a different style of fighter. He's a break you down kind of fighter, man. And Gennady Golovkin was just swinging for the fences last night. But the fact is, man, that's his basically reality. He either have to go there, and like a lot of people saying, if Kell Brook chooses to go back down to 54, more than likely he'll take the IBF route, given that he's IBF champion at 47. And if he does that, Jamal Charlo is the champion. So he'll have his hands full there. And even if he goes, and if IBF doesn't automatically give him a title shot, if they make him fight for the number one contender spot, he'll have to deal with, at this time, Julian Williams. But I don't know how it's going to adjust if Julian Williams loses to Jamal Charlo, which they have a fight upcoming. So I don't know, man. Kell Brook will have his hands full either way. Both tough fights for him, no question about it. Even if he does go the IBF route at 54, he then puts himself in the possibility and likes for a Miguel Cotto. Sorry about that. For Miguel Cotto, and that will be a promising fight. But will Miguel Cotto face Kell Brook? I think Kell Brook honestly beats Miguel Cotto at this time, but I don't think Cotto, Cotto's the diva in diva mode right now, looking for big money fights. He's going to sit back and look at the numbers for this particular fight. He sees what Gennady Golovkin got paid. And I'm pretty sure him and Rock Nation are sitting over there going to see what the numbers does for Sky Sports here, see what the numbers does for HBO here, and they're going to see what Kell Brook's drawing power really is. That's the only way he gets a fight with Miguel Cotto. But the other two fighters are very, very real possibilities if he takes those route, and that's pretty much the route that's before Kell Brook right now, unless Amir Khan is going to step in and go for the big fight. Hearing from Eddie Hearn prior to the Gennady Golovkin fight, he states that they were in negotiations to make a fight with Khan. And that's coming from Eddie Hearn. I didn't hear that coming from Amir Khan, but I did hear that coming from Eddie Hearn. And he said that they were making a fight prior to the GGG, even prior to the Vargas fight. That Vargas and Kell Brook was going to have. They were already reaching out to Amir Khan, trying to make a fight with Khan. So unless Amir Khan steps in at this point, I think Kell Brook will end up having to go those routes, man. And tough routes for Kell Brook. He wants big fights. He wants hard fights. Well, he's going to definitely have his opportunities. And we can't say he ain't. And after this fight with Gennady Golovkin, where people pretty much know a lot about Kell Brook now, more about Kell Brook, I think some of these fighters will be more quick to take the fight. Don't see a lot of the 47 fighters still getting involved with Kell Brook right now. None of the PBC guys. I think they see Kell Brook as still a threat. I don't think that his performance against Gennady Golovkin has changed their minds. It's too early to tell right now, and I'm sure a lot of people will run the cameras and say shit, but I think Kell Brook will end up having to go these routes, and Eddie, that's got to be a nightmare right now for him and Eddie Hearn. Because those are two high-quality fighters, man. Not saying Kell Brook will lose to these fighters. Because I'm not going to sit back and predict Kell Brook beats Gennady Golovkin and then turn around and say he loses to these dudes here. No, I'm not going to say that either. But I know these, as far as from a stylistic standpoint, man, tough fights for Kell Brook. Especially the Jamal Charlo fight. So, his reality is going to hit him pretty damn hard. And given that he bet so much on the Gennady Golovkin fight, he put a lot of capital. He's still champion, which is a good thing. But it puts him in a position where he fights a tough fighter. A tough fighter. And taking two back-to-back losses, don't know what that then does for Kell Brook. So it's going to be, I don't know, man. They're going to take some time off probably from this fight here. I can see it. I don't see Kell Brook really jumping out there no time soon. He's going to sit back and try to take the best option he can take. I got Earl Spence running to every camera and everybody who will listen. I want the Brook fight, and he should do that. Hell yeah, he should go right for Kell Brook. That's what prospects do, especially prospects who are hungry. And he knows if he gets Kell Brook's title, what he can do to maneuver that against the other fighters in the PBC. See, Al Heyman is trying to get that IBF title, man. If he get that and pull it to the PBC side, Earl Spence will defend that title possibly against other fighters with PBC. The way the politics are built in this situation. So, I don't know, man. Kell Brook is going to have to be on his A game from here on out. Hopefully his orbital bone heals up pretty good. He gets back into his thing. Don't know, he's going to have to now, and that's another thing, man. Like gaining so much weight for this particular fight, now he's going to have to work double as hard now to go back to 147 or 154. I don't know which one he's as big as he was in that fight. Some saying a 54 looks good, but he was just still, man. He was very slow at 160, man. His speed was gone. His hand speed was just. It just got diminished so much. I didn't expect his hand speed to come down that low. We seen that in the open workout before the fight, man. Like he looked it pretty fast, but this particular time, nah, man. So, that's his reality, fans. That's Kell Brook's reality, man. Eddie Hearn has put Kell Brook in a tough position by making that Gennady Golovkin fight. Because those other fights that were awaiting Kell Brook prior to Gennady Golovkin are still there. And that could be something to think about. But I'm still riding with my main man, Kell Brook. Let's see how you guys feel about this, man. Which way should Kell Brook pivot? Should he pivot to the 54 route? Should he pivot back to the 47 route? Or some people even saying, should the man remain at 160? Should he get acclimated to the weight more? Should he get his reflexes and his speed at 160? Should he develop his his talents more at that particular weight than at 54? Because truth be told, at 160, his threats probably are lesser. He will then now go down a route of fighting a lot of the dudes like the level that GGG's been fighting. And I just don't know, man. So 160 may be the less threatening weight for Kell Brook, believe it or not, as far as talent is concerned. So is that the reason he stays there? I hope not. I don't want him to stay at 160. I want him to go back to 54 or 147. Either way, he got to make a decision. And given that the lawnmower just started, y'all, I'm going to end this video here. Sorry about that. But good question, man. Answer that for me, man. Which route does Kell Brook go? I'm very curious to know that, man. Real talk. To the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man Made Man. Damn, either way, it's going to be a tough route. They want to start the lawnmower at the end of my vid and shit. That is some bullshit. Talk about bad timing. It's all love. We'll get back into this thing, though. To the next video. Peace out.